Hello, guys. Welcome back. Oh my God, I missed this. Matilda, I doing Chimakalu. Anat, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing all right. Happy New Month, by the way. Lord. Who's there? Please, if you're here, if you're live with us, please signify so that I can know that we are live. Let me know we are live. Let me know we are live. Let me know you are live. And can you hear me? So I can be sure if you guys can hear me. Okay. Hello, Chimakalu. Thank you so much for coming back. Oh, how are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Let's wait for more people to join. Maybe like two more people or two more persons or four, and we'll carry on. But hope you're doing all right, though. Okay. Glad to hear that you're doing fine. Oh my God. What else is here? Oh my God. Anyways, I think we'll just start. Yes, long awaited live show. I know, right? It's been long. It's been so long. Like, I've been busy. Is that an excuse? That's not an excuse, but like, a lot has been happening. And yeah. Hope you guys can hear me clearly because my background noise, things are just happening. Please let's ignore them. Hmm. Anyways, we'll just start. Please make sure you click the like button so that people can know we are live now. And today we're going to be talking about, is social media beneficial or harmful? Like, do you think it's more, of course, it's both ways, but which one do you think? Do you think you rather live without social media, or you can't do without social media? That should be the word. Because obviously it's both. Oh my God. Yeah, it's both ways. So I want to know if you guys can live with social media or without social media. So which one is it more beneficial or more harmful? Hello, if you're just tuning in, please make sure you click the like button. And this is Life Clue. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really do appreciate it. Please click the like button. And if you're yet to subscribe, make sure you do subscribe. I, Lasha Shilashvili. I'm very sure that's someone from Georgia. Hello, hope you're doing all right. Ms. Chimakali says, I think social media is more positive than negative because you get a lot of news that you could not, that you could miss on regular TV and regular cable. More beneficial. Okay, yeah, to me, it seems more beneficial also. But at this point, the fact that we can easily get news, and it's so annoying the fact that most times it's always bad news. This is just me that opens my Instagram story and everything is just one sad news or the other. Nothing nice coming up, but it's more beneficial. But let's talk also about the harmful aspects. Like, what do you think about the harmful aspects? Please, if you're joining us today, just now, please make sure you click the like button, and you can also help me share on your social media platform so that they'll know we are live and we are up and running. Yeah, so we're going to be discussing about is if social media is more beneficial or more harmful. And the first question would be, do you think social media does more harm than good, or the opposite? Hello, my May. Hope you are doing all right. Thank you so much for joining us today. And make sure you click the like button. But Anshima Kali says, I think social media is more positive than negative because you get a lot of news that you could miss on regular TV and regular cable. Yes, I also agree with that. But also, Like, how do people do it then without social media? Like, how do people do it then without social media? I believe everything would have been on newspaper. That's so sad. Oof. I'm trying to join, wait for people to join us. And I think we'll move to the next this thing. Someone already agreed that social media is more beneficial than harmful. Shimakali says, one thing, just because the news is bad doesn't mean it is not the truth. It is better to get the truth than have so many lies. So it's also useful to take social media with common sense. You're right. You're absolutely right. If you know that the news affects your mental health, I will always tell you that you should unfollow some how like some news, because I feel like there are some news. Yeah, bad news travel faster than or should I say bad news sells better than good news in a way. Fermi, hello, I do. Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure you click the like button. I've missed you. Thank you so much. So today we're discussing about, is social media beneficial or more harmful? And someone already gave their point. Chimakali said it's more beneficial. And he also, because I was talking about the fact that most of the news online is always bad news, and it's saying that yes, the fact that it's bad news doesn't mean it is not the truth, which I agree with. So I want to ask now: does social media improve or harm communication?
Hello, can you hear me now? Oh, oh, okay, yes, you can. Okay, you guys can hear me now, right? Yes, it's so good to be back. I'm so sorry. I don't understand what's going on with my phone, but the source of the camera is really, really bad. So we're just going to use what we can use for the meantime. Probably very soon we'll be able to go back using the phone. So yes, I'm very, very sorry. Please manage this vision. So yes, we're talking about social media. Is it beneficial? Is it more beneficial or more um more harmful? And Chimakalu, I believe Chimakalu said it's more beneficial. Matilda, hello, how you doing? I've missed you so much. Matilda says, I think social media is more beneficial. Why do you think so? Like, why? Also, yes. Do you guys think, okay, we already agreed that social media is more beneficial, but I also want to talk about the harmful aspect, because for us to say it's more beneficial, that means there's a bad part of it. That's why we're using the word more. You get? So I would like to know, and I would like to know, this next question will be, does social media improve or impede our communication? When I'm this question, what I'm trying to say, do you think it improves the communication or it puts a stop to it? When I mean puts a stop, in terms of people don't communicate now, people don't talk any longer. Everybody's always on their phone. When you go out, everybody's on their phone. We don't talk, we don't say what is going on with us. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's a bad thing, or that's a good thing, or it's not the fault of social media, it's just the fault of this generation? In case some people are older than this generation, the fault of the time we are living in. What do you guys think? I'd like to know. And if you're yet to click the like button, make sure you do click the like button. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe. I would love to have you. We'd love to have you to join the Life Blue family. So yeah, Martina says, because there is a lot of useful information, and also let you communicate with a wide range of people. Yes, but also I agree with what you're saying. But also, if you notice, in this generation, this is where we have more of anxiety, more of all this mental health is more increasing at this period. I don't know, is it just me, everybody, or do you think people are just more open to talk about their mental health more than before in the past? Matilda says, well, it depends on the type of communication. Normal communication, in terms of talking, in terms of, is it just, there's somebody that I used to have a friend that instead of her to laugh, she actually used laugh aloud. Like, instead of laughing, she used LOL. That's true. Martina said, because we are literally communicating now. True, we are communicating now. So what do you guys think? So I believe most of us actually think it improves communication. Yes, it does, especially for people that are outside the house, like that are no longer with their family. Like someone like me, that I'm not in Nigeria right now where my family is. I try to we use video calls, other source of I say source of income, man. I need money. This one that I'm saying source of income. Anyways, any other source of communication, like WhatsApp videos, Skype, and all that. Hey, fair me, exactly. You get what I mean? Limao. What is limao? Laugh if you want to laugh. Don't tell me limao. Limao what? What are you limao? Chimakali says, not lose physical communication skills. I mean, not lose physical communication skills. I mean, I really don't understand. I think you're referring to one of your comments in the past. Let me try and get that. Um, please can you explain more about what you mean by not lose physical communication skills? I mean, I really don't understand that. Then I think we'll move to the next question. Okay. Oluwamayewa Ayodele, hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Please, if you're yet to click the like button, make sure you do click the like button. It does improve communication. Family at a table, yet all on their phones. Friends at a bar, yet all on a phone. Not much bonding. I think that should be the word I should use. Like, we don't bond any longer. Everybody's on phone. Like, we're just on phone. Like, literally, the person sometimes. Some of my friends, they are just like few steps away from me. Instead of them to walk up to me and tell me what they want to tell me, they prefer to send a message. And I'm like, okay, why? Can't you just come and tell me what you want to say? No, but they prefer to say. And again, if you would like to call in to the live show, please make sure you click the link. It is pinned down in the comment section. You can click on it and you can call in. We would love to hear your opinion. We would love to hear what you have to say. This place is a safe space for you to share your opinion. Don't worry, even if your opinion is not matching with most people's opinion, we don't bite. We all show love here. That's all we do. So make sure you click on the button, on the link, and you can call in. So, as Oluwamuyiwa Ayodele was saying, it's exactly that's what I should use. Like, there's no longer bonding. You go to a function, everybody's on their phone. You go to a house party, everybody's on their phone checking Instagram. As if that's the worst one is even TikTok. As if that same Instagram and TikTok is not something you can use at home now. Like when you get to your house. Chimakali said testing should not replace physical communication skills. I mean, okay, yes, it should not. I agree with that, but most times nowadays, most times now, people don't remember that aspect. People don't remember that testing should not affect communication skills. Everybody just that's all we know. That's all we know, and that's what we're gonna do. Test and test and test and test. Okay, we're going to move to the next question. If you want to like call in, please make sure you click the like button, not like button. Make sure you click the link that is pinned there in the comment section, and you can call in. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Please do that if you would love to do that. Then, okay, next question is I think we've answered this question already. Has it harmed or benefited people's social lives? Do you think social media has harmed or benefited people's social life? Like, do you think it has had an effect on people's social lives? What do you guys think? And is it like in a bad, of course, for me to say has it harmed or benefited, that means we're looking at both sides. And any example, if you have any example you can give to us, I'd like to know. And if you want to call in, please do call in. And if you're yet to click the like button, make sure you do. And if you're new here, hello, this is Ruth. Please pardon the division. Something went wrong, which is beyond my control. There was some technical issue. Okay. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing? Hi,
I'm
guys. Good
fine.
evening.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for having us on the show as well. We appreciate that you brought back the live show. We've missed it, but thank you.
Me
Okay,
too, I
so
missed it too.
we missed you. But
Can
yeah,
you
I
hear me?
wanted
Is it
to.
like a double sound?
Yeah, I'm getting feedback.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Now, is it better?
Hello. Yes, it's better.
Okay. So, what do you
Now we cannot hear you. Your sound has ceased.
Hey God, the devil is a liar today.
Okay, I can hear
Hey,
you.
okay.
All
Can you
right.
hear
So
me
I
now?
just want to say yes, yes, I can hear you now. Yes. All right. So the question you asked about social media benefiting people's social life or it is harmful, I think it is in both ways. It goes in both directions depending on who is handling the social media at that time. I can't see live clue again. I hope I'm not the I hope I'm not the only one on the live show. Hello. Hey, Jehovah. Hello. Can someone say something in the chat, please? Life clue is missing. As in front of me, I'm tired though. I had to ask, Life clue, where are you? She's not on the seat. Let's call 112. Oh, welcome back, ma. All of a sudden you went missing.
So sorry, guys.
You now left me here.
I'm so sorry. I had to
Oh, then.
fix up my distance. So yeah, what were I saying?
Ha, Jehovah.
Someone said we can see you. Rapture has happened.
Has the rapture has happened because you're not on the seat again. All right, so let me just put a round up and then someone can jump on the call.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Yes,
Yeah,
so I
I'm listening
think
to
it's
you.
both good and bad. The good part is
Mm,
it exposes people. For example, Big Brother is like a social media thingy. It puts people out on the platform. There is no way you'd go on Big Brother, even if they evict you the next day. You already have a platform and fans. Do you understand? Which exposes your
mm,
brand to the world. Now, the bad thing is for people who use it to catch crews and chase clout, and then that destroys their home or marriages. For example, now I was on Instablog when I was seeing that a man was asking two girls for their phone number, and then they took the phone trying to act like they were giving him their number, but apparently they just took the phone, seized it, and they were making a video about it. Now let's assume that man is married, or he's not married, or maybe a job interview or something. This thing has casted him in a kind of wrong way. Do you understand what I mean? And they were videoing it and they posted it around. So it's in a good and a bad way. It's 50-50. Some people get to have a platform on social media and they make money off it, while some people's careers actually end on social media. Do you
mm.
understand? So it's a 50-50
Yeah.
platform actually. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, now I need to go. Then you handed the show back to
Thank
me.
thank you so much for
Thank
calling. We appreciate
you
this,
for
and
having me as well.
I agree with most of your points. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So sorry guys for that. So sorry about that, guys. I'm having technical issue, and I think it's because it's been a long time. So yeah, pardon me. So let's go straight. Chimakali said testing should not replace physical communication skills. I mean, oh, you're right. Oluwamayowa Ayodele says, yes, a lot. Many people can't relate in real life. Yes, I agree with you. A lot of people can't relate in real life, and people don't even know how to show emotions any longer. Is it just me that feel that way? Like people don't know how to show emotions any longer. Like even when they are laughing, they are telling they are laughing because we all know it's a lie. You are not laughing. So why telling us you're laughing? We all know you're not laughing. Bilikisu, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. She says both. Okay. I really don't know what CBH means. Please, if you know what CBH means, you can put it in the comment section. Chimakali said people like a degree of privacy. So in long run, it is best to limit social media access. True. Fair mistakes 50-50. If you're my hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Thank you so much for joining us today. My West can my mate says, guys, can you see life? Don't worry. Rapture did not happen. I'm still here with you. But in case rapture happened, if you not see me, just know I'm with the Lord. Chibakali said proceed. Life plans added. Oh, okay. My wife says, okay, okay. Donald Trump. Okay, interesting username. I've been wanting to know who that is. So it says, yeah, people nowadays don't know how to relate with people. No quality human relation. Exactly. Please, who else agree with that? I think somebody else said that before now, that people don't know how to relate to people. Like they don't just know how to relate. And that's why most people don't actually social activities is less than what is happening on social media. I don't know how to put it. Like what people show you on social media is more than what is happening in real life. Some people can be showing that their life is the best life and everything, but in reality, no, it's not. Because they do more things on social media than they do in real life. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Someone says, Kenny, Ken De Solomon Obusoya, hello, I did. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you so much for joining. He says, I almost missed this live. Oh, I wasn't informed. I'm so sorry. I shared it on all my social media platforms. If you're yet to follow me on Instagram, please try and follow me on Instagram because that is where I share most of the things I share. And that's at Anoluakbo961 on Instagram. And also sometimes on the YouTube page, there's a post, a thing that you can do like a posting, so you can post there. So I also share there. Chimaka said true, very true. Oh, to be CBH means to be honest. Okay. So sorry. CBH means to be honest. Now I got it. Thank you. I really don't when people tell me CBH or something or send me message of all this all these kind of things. I really don't want to ask because sometimes when you ask, they make fun of you that you don't know it. So I just ignore it most times. Thank you so much. Kenny says it's been so long, missed you. I miss you guys too. I really do miss you guys. LOL, I laughed. Really, are you sure you laughed? Because Martita, I don't trust you that you laugh. Because that is what people say. Me say I do it. You send me something and I say, oh, LOL. It's a lie. I did not laugh anything. It's supposed to be funny, but I didn't laugh actually. Put the comments on the screen. Oh, thank you so much. So sorry about that, you guys. So Martina says laugh aloud. I laughed. I don't believe that I laughed, but we keep moving. Once again, if you would like to call us, you can click on the link. It's linked, it's pinned down in the comment section. You just click on it and you'll be able to chat with us. And yes. Um the next question should be, okay, I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Should a person's social media be considered for school admissions, police investigation, and by potential employer? Or do you think they are two different people, two different person or personality? In case you don't understand what I'm trying to say, what that question is trying to ask, the question is this goes this way. I'm trying to say, like, before you apply for a school admission or before anything, or before you apply for a job, should your social media handle be assessed? Or do you think the person on Instagram is different from the person on the person in real life? Like, I'm two different personalities. You don't expect me to act the way I act on Instagram to act the way I act that way in real life. In case, do you understand what I mean? My mate says yes. Example, rape apologies. Okay, why should rape apologies social media be? Like, I don't get to explain, please. So, Martina says sometimes social media exaggerates some things. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I yes, I believe what you say. Like, social media, I might literally be like ha 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 on social media, but in real life, by that time I'd be like, sorry guys, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, we overdo it on social media. Over the we just overdo it on social media. So if you consider me the way I am on social media and the way I am on real life, in real life, do you think it's two different people and so I should not be judged by the other? Okay, we have somebody calling in. Hello, Mayowa.
Hi,
How are you doing?
um,
Hope you're doing all right.
I'm good, thank you. Basically, I think we should let people um, use their social media when applying for jobs or school admissions because maybe to make people more responsible. Lots of people
Uh,
don't want their social media data in public space because they hide behind that to do a lot of funny things. You see somebody harassing or abusing people on social media or
mm,
bullying people on social media, and obviously in real life they don't have the guts to do such stuff like that. It's just like
mm,
way back in the day when people smoke or drank to be able to speak in public. Now they have a very good cover to do whatever they want to do, like
mm,
a good place to hide and say nasty things. You find people cloning up their own ID to insult people that are very close to them. I had a colleague once that had a social media that she always used to insult the boss at the office space until she was found out anyway. So I think, like, of course, if you're
mm,
applying for a US visa now, they'll ask for your social media handles as a criteria for getting a visa in the US. And I think that should be incorporated
oh,
into everything that you do. Everything that you do. Most likely, people will be more cautious of what they say and they will not say stuff that they cannot back up appropriately. Thank you.
mm. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but don't you think that how will I explain it? Don't you think they are two different persons? Like the way I act on social media, I'm not saying guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm two different
Are
persons.
you
I'm just
sure?
saying
Are you sure?
that
Are you
the way
sure?
I am on YouTube might be totally different from the way I am like in real life. Like, of course, now I'm happy and haha, all this kind of thing. But you don't expect it to be like that 24 hours in real life. Do you understand what I mean? Like, do you
Yeah.
think they are two different personalities?
No, okay, so it's okay for you to have you can't always be happy. No, nobody is always happy or always sad. But the thing is that don't use social media as a space to cause havoc or to bully other people or
Mm,
to bring other people down. Uh, so, for instance, you want to attack somebody in government or you want to attack somebody in your school, you use social media because it will be difficult for them to find you out. But the
Mm.
truth is, of course, it has its own values too. But there should be like some regulations in how we go about stuff.
Oh,
So when you talk of, and of
okay.
course when you talk of regulations, everybody's thinking that locking down social media and all that. That's not what
No,
I'm
no,
saying. What
no.
I'm saying is that let us have limits to what we can do, because in the long run we are creating a major havoc that nobody will be able to control.
Mm. I agree with you. And I think social media, the people in charge of social media, I think they can actually do something about it. Because in the case of, I don't know if you heard of this Kola Saka situation, the football thing that happened.
Hmm.
They were able
In
to get
England.
the people that were insulting and threatening him on social media. They got them arrested.
Hmm.
And I'm like, so you guys can actually put things in place for this
Hmm.
kind of situation. Because I
But
believe the reason
but
why they
that's
even
in a
got them
place
arrested was
where
because British government threatened that time that if it continues like this, then they are going to tax the social media, maybe like Twitter and all them, the rest, that they are going to tax them. So they were able to find them out. And I'm like, so that means there is something they can put in place to
so
all
now,
this.
yeah,
So
it depends on the environment that you're talking about. It may be difficult to be able to monitor such things in third world
mm,
countries like in
nice.
Africa, but there's a limit to what you can do in also those quote unquote saner climes. For instance,
Mm,
once the US is going to do something like that, they're going to go all out and do it, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Take for instance, if the big guy came into the US government again this year, if he didn't lose in the last elections, he would probably have
mm,
sent out TikTok and probably have sent off a lot of other social media networks that didn't
mm.
favor him. So
Okay.
it's a thin line between
Dicey
the
situation.
yeah. So if you lock them totally, you can use it. It can lead to anarchy because you can just say, okay, I don't want Root to ever come on air again, so I'm going to lock her out.
Mm,
And then
okay.
somebody else might say, I want Ruth to be always there and I want her to be in. So it's who it favors that it works for. So there should be some kind of regulation, and that has to be done by government of each countries and the citizens of those countries represented, so that everybody's rights is not trampled upon.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much, Mayowa,
You're welcome.
for
You're welcome.
for coming. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed this conversation. Please join us back
yeah,
on
yeah.
the like. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, have a wonderful day.
You too. So yes, you guys heard what Mayowa had to say. Do you guys agree with that? And yes, let me read some of the. Yeah, I agree with most of what. The thing is, in terms of regulation, it is very, very dicey. Like very, very like you said, there will be power places. Someone might come and say no, they don't want this app. Someone can come now and say yes, they want this app. So there's a lot of things that would happen. So let's go back to what again. If you like to call in, please click on the link. It is pinned down. You just click on it and bam, you're on the screen. So someone says, um, okay, Chimakali says maybe police investigations, not school admissions. The reason why, yes, I understand what you say. The reason why I'm saying school admissions is because actually some schools in Canada, if you have, depending on the kind of course you want to do, if you have a lot of followers on Instagram and all this kind of things, like I literally know somebody that used YouTube to get into school. She just said that she produces, not produces, she creates content, and they went to check out this thing, and they actually that's why I added admission and school admission to it. My expense says no difference, please. Okay. All the same, ma'am. Okay. All other but not school admission. Okay. I think most people don't really like the school admission. My expense, please call back again if you like to call back. We are waiting on you. Um, then Martina says we can't see like oh sorry. My social media don't attack all politicians. Oh. Chimakali says people need to check their common sense before they get on social media. See, I agree totally. There are some comments that are placed on social media, and I'm like, how did you get to that point? How did you reason? How? And is it just me? Do you guys know that some people have a stalker account? That's what they call it. They call it a stalker account. So, like, you can't trace it back to them. They just use the account to, I don't know, stalk people, to comment, to say what they want to say. When in reality, and this is what I mean by social media has like put a stop or a barrier on our emotions. Like, you can't express yourself. You're scared of expressing yourself. So instead of doing that face to face, you decide to be a keyboard warrior. Common sense, no. Fermi says we go on candle for who no wants root on them. Please do. Good point with politicians by Fermi. How many people gave them gave done that? That was a mistake. Okay. My network is playing tricks of me. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think there should be a regulation to it? And if there's a regulation to it, how do you think people they can go about it, especially this social media? Will you call them creators? Or how? And do you guys have a stalker account? I want to know, do you have a stalker account? I really want to know if you do have a stalker account. Oh, I've done that, I mean, okay. Actually, I really don't know how to talk back to people on social media. Like, if you say something rude, I just ignore you or something. Chimakari says regulation would be difficult to enforce for social media. Yes, it's going to be very difficult because don't forget, these people, something about social media is that I've come to realize is that the more bad things that happen, the more popping it is. Like, people attract bad news, unfortunately. People love bad news. Not love to hear bad news, but funny thing is, when there is something bad happening, that's when you see more shares and likes. When something good is happening, people don't really do this thing. Is it that bad things or things that are not reasonable or things that are not beneficial to anybody just for laughs? That's all what people share mostly on social media. And then the educational things, people don't really share those things. So people, social media owners, they try to promote those bad things more because they are trying to keep people on the page. That's how they get their money. The more people stay on that page, the more they get their own money. Achimaka, okay. Achimakali, social media companies should start requesting for ID for someone to register. By so doing, you can only open an account and your identity will be apparent. Wow. Don't you think that will take a long step, like a long journey? Imagine them asking for your passport number or your residence card number or whichever, like in Nigeria now, the NIN. And like what Mayowa said, I think it's going to be difficult to do that in third world countries. Like, it will be so difficult to regulate it in third world countries. Like, it would just be so difficult. I don't know. What do you guys think? Matilda says, I agree with Chimakalu. What she's referring to, I believe, is regulation would be difficult to enforce for social media, which I actually very agree. Chimakalu says, at Donald Trump, that name is still funny to me, but at Donald Trump, they probably would don't we will down the line. Yeah, I think at the rates at which we are going right now, we have to, because a lot of people are like getting bullied on social media, going through suicidal thoughts because of social media. And to me, I'll just say, can't you just delete your account? I know it's easier said than done, but it is best to have a good mental health than all that. Then Shimakari says at Matsuda, they may still try it though. Okay. Donald Trump, I beg go. Laugh aloud, that would be too complicated. Yeah, I think that would be too complicated, but with the way at which we're going, with the rate at which we're going, I think they have to do something about it because we want to be the free generation, but freedom still brings a lot of things, like a lot of baggage. Free speech, free speech, free speech. Hmm. Okay. So I think we're going to move to the next question. We all agree that they should, that it should be considered. Potential employers, police investigators, for police investigations, and people don't really agree about the school admission, which I get the reason why you don't agree about it. So please, if you're here to click the like button, please make sure you do click the like button. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Please, I would love to have you join the life through family. So the next question is, should you be judged by what you say on social media? Like, if you know this person and this person says something, or go to the comment section and he or she is a keyboard warrior and start saying stuff, and then the next day you see me at work, should you judge me by what I say on social media? Or you think, no, you should not? Yes, 100%, definitely. Okay. Everybody agree that they should be judged by what they say on social media. Yes, I think you should be accountable for what you say. Whatever you put out there, I don't want to know whether it's how you feel at that moment. What you said is what you said. You said what you said. So you should be held accountable to it. Like, you should be held accountable. I also agree with that you should be held accountable for every comment you make on social media. That's why you should be careful about what you're saying. Martina says, whatever you say on social media is still a part of you. It is not different. Hmm. Right. That is true. So please, guys, be careful about what you say. Be nice to people. Show love to people. It's not that difficult. And if you don't really agree, you can say it nicely, like construct the sentence well, or you keep quiet, or you keep moving. Please, let's be nice people, nice person. So the next question will be: are you a support? Okay, now I want to go to the next question. Are you a supporter? The reason why I added this question to it is because, of course, it's due to social media that all these things came about. Are you a supporter or critic of cancel culture? In case you don't know what cancel culture is when some group of people, probably you do something wrong, not probably, when you do something wrong, when you do something bad, whether in your past or your future, they dig it up and then they practically cancel you. And this happens to most celebrities, like in the past. This is what they've done, what they've said in the past. So it says, Chimakali said it is best to mean what you say. So yes, okay. Anna says yes. Martina said whatever you say on social media is still a part of you. It is not different, correct? Bilikisu says sometimes people say it's just social media, and honestly, it is not just social media. So yes, okay, true. Yes, I agree with what Bilikisu said. It is not just social media because nowadays, all everything we do is on social media. Even businesses go on social media. People have business, a whole full blown business, a whole full blown shop on social media. So it is not just what you say. So now the next question is: are you a supporter or critic of cancel culture? What do you guys think? Do you support cancel culture? This new movement of canceling people all about. Do you support cancel culture or not? Kind of in support. That's what Fermi says. Fermi, what do you mean by kind of, like? Why kind of? Why not fully in support or against? Chimakale is a critic of cancel culture because you may need to know more of the person being accused beside minding our business. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I may agree with that. Yeah. Like, I personally think cancel culture, like, we've taken it over to, like, for some things that probably is just past, then someone will dig it up and bring it to the future. And I'm like, "Ah, this thing, you don't know what the person, how the person has changed their life. If that's the past, now the person is a new man. So maybe that's why. Oname says, hello, Oname, thank you for joining us. Oname says, it depends on why we are canceling. Mm-hmm. Yes, the reason why we're canceling, but yes, I agree with that. The reason why we're canceling depends also because someone like that is a rapist, of course, the person should be cancelled, or someone that is a thief or something like that. But my own question is, especially when they cancel on things that the person have done like 5 to 6 years ago or 10 years ago. And this will lead me to my next question. Do you think a person who was once cancelled be forever okay? We have somebody joining us online. Hello, Fermi. How you doing?
Hello, ma. I'm doing good. And you?
I
Okay. So, why I said, what did I say again? Kind
You
of,
said you
Abby.
are not sure. You are
Yeah.
kind
So,
of
and
in support.
yeah, kind of. And someone talked about what do you call it? Anonymity said depends on the reason why the person is
The
being cancelled,
reason.
right? Yeah. So as we'll be saying that social media has is positive and is negative kind of effects. Now, like if if a person has done something bad in the past,
Mm.
let's say maybe 5 years ago, and maybe on the long run, he or she apologized, and now we're talking about the previous question. Was it the previous or two questions ago? Where we're talking about should social media be considered as for employment and all of that.
Mm.
Now, if they dig up that person's
Account.
doings, yeah, they dig up the account and saw that, oh, this person probably did something that was not like kind of a negative, maybe sorry, bless you, an
Sorry.
accusation or some sort. But if they find out that the person is, maybe the person apologized, maybe on the long run, then
Mm.
I might say, oh, they can maybe consider the person and like see the person's journey, like see how the person has maybe probably changed or improved or something like that. So that's why I said I'm kind of in a support of that. Like now, let me take it to the point of the politicians. If we go back to probably their tweets of old and all of that, you see that maybe all of them will be saying that they will bring like change and they will do this and do that. Now fast forward to now, they are still like the same, like even see they're even worse than before. So I think in a way I'm kind of in support, because if you go back then, some people might say things out of probably bitterness or out of
Mm.
whatever they might be feeling, but we already established that what you say on social media, whatever feeling you are feeling, is still part of it. So in
Mm.
a way, I'm in support of the cancel culture.
So now you've changed your mind. You are not kind of.
I
You are
said
now in
I said kind
support.
of. I said in a way. I said in a way. Because it's kind of it's going to make them accountable for whatever like
They did.
they are doing or whatever they did in the past. Yeah, make them accountable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. I hear you.
You're
I
welcome.
still, I'm still, I'm still in your shoes, your former shoes of kind of.
My shoe not go size you. I dey use size 44 like this.
I'm, I'm still in your former shoes of kind of because
my shoe will not size
nowadays
you.
we
My shoe will
cancel
not size
people
you.
based on some things that I don't know. Like sometimes I
Yeah,
read it
like
and I'm like,
yeah,
really?
like there's this case of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, the comedian
Mm-hmm.
guy. Yeah, he said something about the LGBT community, like way, like I don't know, like maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago or something. And the thing came to light like of recent when they're supposed to host the Oscars. So they
Mm.
brought it up that no, they don't want him, things like that. I'm like, oh yes, you might say you don't want him, but if you check his journey, he has kind of
Grown.
come to, yeah, how do I put it? He has kind of come to, he has grown, he has learned his mistake, he has apologized. So I don't see
Mm.
any reason why you should not now like kind of accept it, because now he has kind of accepted you guys to be part of the
Mm.
community and all of that. But they were like, no, he said this, he did that, and all of that. I was like, well,
Ah, okay.
is your people. So as I said, I'm still on the fence, because sometimes it might be you can you
But the
can
question now will be, how are we going to know somebody has?
she have gone away. Oh. We can't hear you. We can't see hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
The question now would be, how are we
Yeah,
going to know if somebody has changed or somebody has grown?
I
Because
don't know, because Chima Kalu said something about him saying that we have to check if the person has like we need to know more of the person, right, before we can judge the person and all of that. So I say, as I said before, it's kind of 50-50 for me, Sha. It's 50 for me, honestly.
uh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Please join us back on the live. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you. So yeah, Yes, you guys heard what Fermi had to say. Is on the fence. Me also, I'm on the fence because how are we going to know somebody has grown or somebody have changed if we're going to place it on the base of, oh, maybe the person has changed or the person is now a better person. How are we going to know? Let me read some of the comment section and okay. Oluwamayowa says, unfortunately, unlike the saying, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas does not apply. So any more does not apply. So any more cameras everywhere. But it is what it is. I wouldn't do it though. Oh, okay. Newman Bawo Pele. Oh, okay. I don't understand. A rapist is a rapist. If cancelled, let them stay cancelled. Okay. The forgiveness part is not for us as a spectator, as long as they are not killing or facilitating killing or molesting others in society. Okay. Matilda says, I think growth should be considered in this kind of issue. Digging up someone's past is being really judgmental because the person must have changed. Yes, I agree with that. And what Chimas Kali says, exactly, it's not in our, that's my question. Like, well, I'm not the one that this thing happened to. It's the person in the past that it happened to, but I guess society we're coming at as one and fighting and standing for something. So I kind of, with what Master says, that is my own point too. Like, what if the person have changed? What if this person is not a better person? But the question now is, how do we judge if this person is a better person? Because someone might decide to stop doing something because they now know the consequence, not because that's what they don't want to do. I don't know if you understand me. If you guys understand me, please try and get it. Like, I can be a racist, but I'm not going to show you that I'm a racist because I can be a racist, but I'm not going to show you that I'm a racist because I know the consequence of being a racist. Do you guys get what I'm saying? But I'm a racist, but I'm not going to show you. But so now the question is it that this person is still a racist, but they're not showing you. So how are we going to know if this person is a changed person or not, or just hiding under the cover so that they won't be um, apprehended or they won't be cancelled? That's the word. Donald Trump says, "Forgive them. Behold, all things have become new." Okay, that's the Bible verse. Then Matilda says, except like what Fermi is saying, in the case of politics, it is allowed. Wow, okay. Sophie Campbell. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Campbell, I'll go with Campbell. It says, whatever you say now will be cancelled in a few years. Yes, that's it. And that's why we need to be very, very careful about what we say. And whatever you say, make sure you have your facts right and you're ready to stand by it. It might not be what people agree with. Some people, there are some things I don't agree with, and a lot of people are like, why don't you agree with? But make sure you're ready to stand by your words and you're ready to fight. Not that you now come and be apologizing later. I'm sorry. You're apologizing because you are being cancelled, not because you're actually sorry. Excellent points. Yes. Excellent points. Matilda says, do you know based on what the person says or posts? Okay. I believe she's referring to about how do you know if this person has changed. She's trying to say you know based on what the person says or posts. People pretend. My husband says we will know if they have changed. The Holy Spirit will whisper to us. Okay. Yes, he can. He's there to show you all things. Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay. Oname says you did know a person's growth by their post and lifestyle over the years. Exactly. I agree with you. But the problem now is how many people will see the lifestyle? How many people is going to know? Because his immediate friends and families, they will know, but like people on social media, most people don't even care to know what you're doing right now. All they remember is the past. My expert says once someone is put on social media, concerns all of us, not just the victim. Okay. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I understand. I agree with you. Like we're standing as one, we're standing as a community. Should I use the word community as a society? Then Chimakali says, at my estimate, that is a good point too, because they made it public. True. Fermi says a racist doesn't care. Oh, they do it openly. Yeah, they don't care, but at the same time, most of them do care now because what they is like, if I'm going to get a job and I don't like the boss there, I have to come down my aisles because I need the job. And even though I'm racist, but I'll still have to stay there. So some of them do care or they keep quiet just because, but down deep inside of them, like they don't, they are still who they are. Laugh out loud. You can't be racist and not sure you are racist. Ah, everybody is not agreeing with that point. Okay. Duffy, Campbell says, Chima, I am. I don't know what you're saying. If someone can interpret that, please let me know. Chimakali says, at times, true. Some people want to do as much damage as they can on social media. There are some things. Matilda says there are some things that can't be eaten. You either eat or not eat. True. Fact. Mayo Oluwa Mayowa says, I went through a situation a while back and said I will never get married. Imagine if I would be taken up on that as a criteria to get married. I for this single for life. So now are you trying to tell us now you're married? Congratulations. I don't know how many years that's been. Congratulations. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That meaning people can change. People can change their mind. Things can happen and people can change. But the problem is society don't even see that. They don't even care whether you have changed or not. Then they are not a racist. Oh, really? You think so? Okay. Let's move to the next question. This is the Do you think it is unfair or discriminates rush to judgments? I'm talking about the social media, um, the the cancel culture. Do you think it is unfair or discriminates rush to judgment? Do you think people rush into it to judge somebody? Like you don't know what happened at that situation, you don't know what went wrong, you didn't hear. I believe somebody said something about that you didn't even understand what was going on around that point in time, that the reason why that happened. So do you think it's unfair on some people? And it's like, or do you think, and also do you think it's a rush to it? Ornament says, laugh aloud. No, I beg to disagree. Racists have confidence and boldness that is beyond understanding. A racist cannot hide his character. They did rather not take a job than to give up their racism. Okay, if you feel that way. Yeah, I think I understand where you're coming from. Like a racist is always a racist. They do whatever they want to do. Yeah, I think I agree. Now I'm having a change of mind, a change of thought. This is why we have this conversation. It's not for you to just. It's for you to also educate others. And now, thank you so much, Ornament, for that. Fermi says nope. Okay, I believe it's answering the question. That is not a rush. It is unfair. That is not that there is a lot of information to consider before making a public decision. I also think, well, I don't really think it's unfair, but I also think there are lots of information to consider because we were not there. We don't know what really happened. And at the same time, if we're using the word we don't know what really happened, a lot we would disregard other people's opinion because based on we don't know what really happened. But there are some situations whereby you don't really know why that happened, and then the whole thing pops up on social media. I'm Jamaican, so I'm glad you understand what I'm saying. Okay, hello from Jamaica. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying this live show. And yeah, we're sorry about this whole situation. The phone is not the technical department of life crew is not with us today. Racism is bad though. Okay, somebody wants to join. Who? they will need to connect to their microphone. Ornament, please try call in again by clicking on the link. It's saying something about you need to connect with your mic or your camera before. Okay, yeah. Hello, Ona.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Ooh, it's echoing.
Yeah, I'll call back.
No, you can just reduce your own volume and
Oh,
but
okay.
how will you hear me?
How will I hear you? Yeah. Let me try and get my earpiece. Maybe that will help.
Okay, we'll be waiting. Thank you. So while we wait for ornament, we are going to keep on. So Fermi says for the ornament, please can you okay, don't worry. Fermi says Fermi says for the bad egg, I said bad, I believe that's a mistake. For the bad eggs, I don't think it is unfair because the story will be out there and you yourself will see that they were meant to be cancelled. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But it's so dicey, like we don't really know how to judge who and who not to be cancelled. Like it's so Campbell says, I don't and will never agree with cancel culture. Why? May I know your reason, Campbell? Why don't you agree with cancel culture? I think Ornament is back with us.
Hi.
Let's join. Hello.
Okay, hi. I actually wanted to give like an example about like the last question you asked about knowing information before rushing to discriminate and all that. It's very, very, very important to know full information because most of us right now, especially on social media, we run with what we see. And it's really, really bad because we don't even get to understand the full story. I mean, this thing happened not too long ago with somebody I know, and a lady or something. She told there was a group chat, whatever, and she kind of like gave her own side of the story, and we ran with it, and we're like, oh no, we're canceling the other person, right? Only for everything to like the other person came out and told his own part of the story, and we're like, oh no, that's how we cancelled this person without knowing full information. So yeah, we shouldn't really rush to discriminate or cancel somebody just by the information given to us. Like it's really, really bad. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of cancel culture. I mean, take somebody like make a Chris Brown for example. I don't know why he's still cancelled till today because this guy
Is it
has
cancelled?
obviously, yeah, some people still cancel him because I mean, sure, he did this to Rihanna, he did this to Karachi and the rest, but like if you've been watching his growth process, he has grown a lot. He is much different now, like but people still say a lot of rubbish. I mean, take that baby. Okay, yes, he is wrong. He was wrong with the whole statement and everything, but he is a product of what's where he grew up from. This is the information he had. This is something. After now, a few years later, he might even have a child that is, LGBTQ, and he'll come out and be saying, "Oh, I love this, I love that," and people will still bring up this stuff. I don't see why cancel culture should drag on for too long. I mean, there's always room for growth. There's room for relearning and unlearning. People should also try and consider that we're still humans at the end of the day. Plus, a lot of these things that we are canceling people for now. There are things that they literally used to kill people for back in the days. Everybody is just being overly sensitive right now. Every small thing you're cancelled, you're cancelled. I mean, I can be cancelled over because I told somebody, oh, I don't like short guys, and you're canceling me. It's just my preference. Okay, yeah, some things are very sensitive. You don't say, oh, black people are this, black. Of course, there are some racism is something you should cancel for. Pedophilia, um, pedophilia, rapists, and all that stuff. So yeah, these are things you should cancel people for, and they should not just cancel people. They should actually go to jail. It's crime. You cancel
Yeah.
crime for crime, but you don't tell me because I say I really don't want to I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, a lesbian is asking me out, and I'm like, no, I don't do with this, I don't do shit with these people and all that stuff. And you're coming to cancel me. Why are you canceling me because of my preference?
yeah.
Like,
I
everything is just too sensitive. Everybody's sensitive these days, and just like, wow, okay, you say one wrong word, you're cancelled. Why? People are just sensitive over everything and anything, which
yes,
doesn't make sense.
yes. I think I agree with some of your points, especially the part of canceling based on my preference. Like because I prefer this doesn't mean against what I don't like. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Because oh maybe I prefer short men doesn't mean, or a short lady doesn't mean I'm against tall men or tall women.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Doesn't
just what
mean.
I want and that's how I want it. But yeah, and a lot nowadays, do you guys agree in the comment section? Do you guys think a lot of us are being sensitive? Like especially who remembers the time that they were canceling people over people that make braids? I don't know if there was who remembers that time that they were canceling people who make braids, especially white people that makes braids.
Sure, that's not that thing. There's, I
Yeah, and
mean,
I'm like, you guys wear wigs.
I mean, we wear wigs. Come on, we dress
You
like
guys literally wear
Indians.
the white
We dress like Jamaicans.
hair.
We
So
dress
why are you
like this.
canceling them?
Why you can't say white
So
people? Because, and they call it cultural appropriation. I'm like, no, that's not cultural appropriation. They're just appreciating the theme. Why are you canceling
yeah,
them?
I
Why?
agree with
Because I
most of
mean, we wear
yeah.
wedding gowns, we wear white wedding gowns, and the rest. That is their culture. We adopted it, right? Why are we canceling? Because if we're canceling, they should be canceling us for some things too.
I agree. Thank you so much for calling Ornaments.
Thank
Please join
you.
us back on the live show. Take
Yes,
care.
ma'am. Bye.
Bye. So yes, if you still want to call in, please make sure you do click on the link. It is pinned down so we can continue the conversation. Chimankali says, at Fermi, hopefully people get all the information before they post their response on social media. Social media when they do their research. Yes, it is. People need to do their research, and before you can see someone, I think you should also hear the other party, the their story too, because we really never knew what went down. Fermi says, for the bad eggs, I don't think it is unfair because the stories will be out there, and you yourself will see that they were meant to be cancelled. True. It's actually a very dicey situation because some people needs the counseling. At truth, okay. Thank you so much, Makala. I believe it's better now, right? Thank you. Um. Oh, okay. Ifeoma says this Nollywood ghost. Sorry about that. Ifeoma says cancel culture does not make much sense. I really, I agree with you. Emotions get the best of people sometimes. That's why cancel culture is dicey. Yes, it is very dicey. Like, who do you want to cancel? Who not cancel? Will you guys cancel R. Kelly or not? Hey, so please answer this question in case you don't know what happened with R. Kelly. I really don't know the full story, so I'll keep my mouth shut. But from the little I've heard, I think I'm going to cancel him. No, I think I will actually cancel him. I'm canceling him. He's cancelled in my book. So what do you guys think? Says for the person that does not believe in cancel culture. What do you guys think? Do you guys think, if you know about the story, you can comment down below. Martina, good points. Yeah. Campbell says, everybody grow, and to judge someone for what they say 5 or more years ago is stupid. Look into it, or you the same as 5 years ago. Yes, like it's though there are some things that 5 years ago, if you did 5 years ago, like I'm still going to cancel you. Like that's when it's come to criminal cases. And when I mean criminal cases, not just because of what you said or not, like maybe a rapist or something. I don't know. I'll still be like that kind of thing. And I have to check very well if the person has grown or not. But it's going to be very difficult to judge whether the person is a better person now or not. Chimakali say R. Kelly goes in and out of its lost track. Donald Trump for R. Kelly, the evidence is out there. So cancelled. It spoiled his good name. That's so sad. Like, that's very, very sad. He did actually. I so agree with ornaments. Yeah, I do too. Kenny says, Just because it suits you doesn't mean it is not wrong. There are preferences that are unacceptable. Don't forget, many people don't like the LGBTQ community, but it is their preference, so they shouldn't can. Just because it suits you doesn't mean it's not wrong. Their preference, it's not wrong. There are preferences and that are unacceptable. Don't forget, many people don't like the LGBTQ community. I really don't understand why people don't like them. Like, they are not the, that's another question for another day because I don't know how it affects me. But that's another story, another line for another day. Kenny says cancel anyone. Cancel anyone, right? Cancel. Not Fermi. Informer says cancel culture does two things. Firstly, it denounces the concept of innocence until proven guilty. Secondly, it insinuates, sorry, I can't pronounce that word, that people cannot change for the better and defeats the aim of forgiveness. I totally agree with you because people judge this person before they even go to the court of law that okay, this person is wrong or not. We already dragged them through the mud before they even, and even at the end of the day, if they are not guilty, I don't think social media is ready to accept that they are wrong when they find out that this person is not guilty. Is it just me that feel that way? Donald Trump says, Achimakalu and Fermi, it all depends on the severity of offense. People should be responsible for their action. Racists, pedophiles are high profile criminals. I agree. Those people are criminals. I don't know if there's anything to be changed about in that case. Good point at Ifoma. Yeah, he made a very good point. Ifoma, period. Period. Ifoma, very true. Yes, he made a very good point there. Then I drop us. Yes, definitely, man. R. Kelly is cancelled for life, says Ornament. My husband said yes, cancelled, cancel him. Okay. R. Kelly is will cancel himself, self. And I said, like, I watched documentaries and follow ups on the investigation. Please, R. Kelly is super cancelled, period. So funny for us that don't really believe in the cancel culture. What Campbell said, what about the people who helped R. Kelly do what he did? They and they are still out there. Oh, are they still out there? I really don't know much about the story, so I really can't say anything about it. Please, if you know about the story, please comment down below and reply to this about the people who helped R. Kelly what to do what he did. They are still out there. I think. Do you guys think in the case of like R. Kelly, those people that helped him, should they be cancelled too, and should they be jailed too? That's should I say the rape apologist and all that. Ati for my abeg use easy English, make we know the open dictionary as we dey read your comments. Oh, okay. So I think we already agreed on it. Yes, it is very dicey. It is a dicey situation. Should a person who was once cancelled be forgiven or remain cancelled? What do you guys think? And this will be the last question for today. So what do you guys think? Should a person who was once cancelled be forgiven or remain cancelled forever? Like if I was cancelled, not me. If someone else we know was cancelled like 3 years ago, do you think we should give the person a chance later, or we should just forever cancel them? Like they should not be in our sin again. What do you guys think? What do you guys have to say? Yes, they should be cancelled. Do you mean forever? Yep. Okay. They have accessorized to crime. Oh, sorry. I mean those that. Oh, okay. Now I understand. You guys were referring to those that I was asking the question about if they helped in the whole situation of R. Kelly. Yes. My husband says yes, they should be cancelled. I agree also. Chimakali says yes too. Ornament says they are accessories. Accessories. Oh Lord, pronunciation. Sorry, forgive me. To crime. So yeah, they should be Joe. Ornament said they should be Joe. In the case of OJ Thompson, as he is released now, he's cancelled, but with the watch why did it? Anyways, I'm not ready to have that conversation. Matilda says Oname should help us out with the details. I have forgotten about Akari himself. Laugh out loud. Didn't know his case was still up. Yeah, I think his case is gone. I think he's not in prison now. If you know about it, please comment down below. It's funny because we should also cancel the parents of the girls because they were complice. The tricky question is that did R. Kelly suddenly become a bad musician due to his action? Huh. That's a good one, Ifoma. That's a good question. You guys should comment down below. What do you guys think? Did R. Kelly now become a bad musician because of his action? Do you guys still listen to his music? Yeah, I actually want to know when you cancel somebody. Is it that, and if this person is your favorite musician, which happens to be cancelled, do you stop listening to their music or what? I really want to understand that aspect. Martina says it depends on the situation or reason. Okay. Oh, then she was referring to the fact that should the person remain forever cancelled or not. Femi says if the change is true and pure, we can cancel them. Okay. We can uncancel them. How do you uncancel somebody? Is it that you start supporting, you start following them? There was a lady that actually, when they were canceling her, I followed and unfollowed the person. And later, because I liked her content, I had to follow back. So, is that how you uncancel? Oluwamayawa says, aiding and abetting is a crime. Yes, it is a crime. If you agree to do it, if you are with them, even if you are not the one that puts the gun on the person's neck, but you helped. Matilda says, I feel we don't totally have a right to cancel people because we are all fetters. Okay, that English is big. Matilda true. Okay. Informer says, I think the law should punish criminals, and that's it. Cancellation is a tricky issue because I don't support it in general sense. Yeah, I don't support the whole cancellation in general sense. You listen to the music and reminisce of the good times. so so you still have to listen to the music. So, but you're still supporting, even if you're not following the person. You listen to the music, especially people that have Apple Pay or Apple Music and iTunes. You still buy the music, you're still supporting them, you're still streaming their song on YouTube and it's helping them. So you're still supporting. Food for thought. Oh yeah, it is a very big one. So you guys should answer that question. I still listen to happy people from R. Kelly and Wine for Me. So does that mean it's not cancelled any longer? Actually, that's a very tricky question. And thanks to Foma for bringing that up. The question is that R. Kelly suddenly become a bad musician due to his action. I don't think he's not. No, he's not a bad musician. A criminal is still a criminal, but like he's not. Like I don't know. He's not a bad musician. True, he's not a bad musician. He's a bad person, but not a bad musician. Is like a thief that has a very good voice. Yes, this thief is a good vocalist, but a bad person, in my own opinion. This comment is I still listen to happy people from R. Kelly and Wine for Me. And Pharaoh Mizon is so funny. He says you listen to the music and reminisce on the good times. But don't you imagine that maybe it's this period when he was writing these songs, that's when he was doing all these things. Or what do you guys think? Another says, I think we have to separate the music from the musician. True, exactly. We have to because yes, they did that, but the music is still good. It's still a good music. But again, imagine it was during that period that R. Kelly sang. What is Campbell's song that he or she likes to listen to? Wine for Me. Another says, I mean, he made legendary songs, but he's a bad person. Exactly. Chimakali says, good points. A vocalist thief. Wow, really fair on me. It is not clear. Laugh aloud. The thief is talented. So yes, I think we've come to the end of today's show. If Matilda says, let's not imagine that. As in, yes, let's not imagine that because you'll be able to get the imagination out of your head. Like, the guy would do concerts for people he did wrong. Maya says maybe that's what gave him inspiration. Is hey, is get idols. I beg, please don't let it be that. Actually, you're right. That might be what gave him inspiration, and we're still streaming to it. So I'm sorry that I've spot Campbell. I'm sorry that I've spotted songs for you. What is it called? Wine, wine for me. Is it wine for me? Let me try and look for the song. Wine for me and happy people. R. Kelly, be careful. It's still my jam. Ah, okay. It's still your jam. Keep jamming. So, anyways, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. We're going to end the live show today. I've missed you guys, and I'm so happy. Even though the technical department of Life Clue did not want us to come live, but no, it is a lie. We did come live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys. Marcida, thank you. Campbell, thank you so much. Shout out to my Jamaican family. Oluwa Mayowa Ayodele, thank you so much. Thank you. Chimakalu, thank you so much for the love. Thank you, Ufoma, for everything. Ornament, thank you so much. Anas, thank you. Bilikisu, thank you. Matilda, again, thank you so much. Mayotime, thank you. Ornament Brown, our princess, thank you. I just had to say that. Donald Trump, even though that name is still Donald Trump, thank you. Kane Day Solomon, thank you. Our favorite photographer, thank you. Our favorite is our favorite photographer. So we have two photographers in the building. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And if I'm yet to mention your name, I see you. I see everything. Thank you. I really do appreciate all your support and love. Thank you. Oh, okay. So, okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chimakalu, once again. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you want to be sure when I'm going to have another live show, I'm not promising, but the last Saturday of this month, I believe we should have another one because that was the agreement. The second Saturday of the month and the last Saturday of the month. That was the agreement. So I'm going to make sure that I always post everything on the YouTube page. If you scroll down, I believe it's there. You guys will know. And if you don't know, please follow me on social media on Instagram at Anoluako961. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please make sure you click the like button and make sure you subscribe if you're new year, and you can share it to your friends and family. And if there's anything more you want to say, you can keep saying it in the comment section. I'll try my best to reply whenever I can. And also, if you like to support this channel, please, you can check us out on LiveClue on Patreon, and our PayPal account will be linked below. Even if it's not on this video, it will be linked in another video. So thank you guys so much. Donald Trump, give us your Patreon account. This is my Patreon account. You Life Clue channel. Support your girl. It's not easy. See, my phone has died because of you people. Thank you so much. Okay, see you then, hopefully. Yes, see you. At Matilda, that's what I'm going to ask as well. Oh. Ask, what was the question? Oh, when next? Last Saturday of the month, last Saturday of this month, I'll definitely do that again. Thank you guys so much. And please make sure you support this channel once again, by clicking on the link below, our Patreon account and our PayPal Life Clue channel. That's it. Thank you so much. And I love you guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.